After tomorrow, we're only going to have one more week of Velma. We have 2 episodes coming out on Thursday, Fog Fest and a Velma in the Woods. And then next week, we have Family Woman and the brains of the operation. And then that's it. There's no more. No more reviews like this. Every episode is a cringy, eye-rolling slog that doesn't seem to have any idea who its audience is, yes, yet seems to despise them all the same, which is, I mean, that actually sums up the show pretty well. However, one of the fun things that I've had doing with this show is going over some of the articles that people put out on this, particularly comic book resources, which doesn't seem to know if it wants to defend the show or make fun of it. They're having a tough time with this one because, I mean, CBR.com, man, they have to be the top. I think, I used to say Screen Rant, but I think CBR.com definitely takes top shill. I mean, they go out of their way to damage control, attack audiences, fans of every kind of nerddom. I don't know how they stay in business, to be honest. I guess because they do so much booty licking, and they do it so good, so good, that they occasionally get exclusive stuff. Not often, though. And they lick a lot of ass. I don't think any outlet does it as good as CBR. They definitely take top shill. And out of all of the Hollywood outlets, probably best D-Sucker, too. They definitely work those lips and tongue every time something comes out and audiences don't like it. They do their best to make audiences look like racists. Oh, definitely do their best. So CBR.com, definitely one of the biggest shit sites out there. Garbage website. Don't know how they stay funded, but they do. They can't decide if they want to make fun of this show or stick up for it, so they kind of ride the fence. And today, or no, 3 days ago, I guess, I missed this one. 9 things Velma does surprisingly well, because, of course, they're going to find positives about this show. Can't all be negative. Though they tried to make it all positive. They tried to be one of the first outlets to label fans that don't like this show sexist and racist. So you got to give them up. You got to give that up to them. They were the first to do it. And that is an accomplishment. Definitely the first to be on their knees, asking Mindy Kaling, how do you like it? Can I clean your heels? So they say, the animation looks incredible. Not to me. It looks like cheap computer garbage. That's what it looks like to me. It crafts a strong, serialized mystery. Does it? Seems like the show doesn't know what the hell it wants to be. Oh, this is the reason it's actually good. It presents a more diverse cast of characters, even though all of the South Asian Americans I've seen talk about the show say that it's shit and makes them look bad. But that doesn't matter to CBR.com. They're going to go ahead and skip over all that, not tell you about that, and they're going to say it's good because it's brown. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters. The story doesn't matter. The jokes don't matter. Plot doesn't matter. Nothing matters about this show because it's diverse. Because of that, it's one of the greatest television series ever made. CBR.com, everybody. It's a smart critique of origin stories and prequels. Oh, it's actually intelligent. Only CBR.com would be wise enough to come up with this kind of take. CBR.com, trendsetters of the industry for sure. It frees itself of the source material. Only CBR.com would think it's a good thing to ignore source material. Only a site called Comic Book Resources would think it's good to ignore the source material. Sarcasm, if you don't get it. An important thing to comic book fans is source material. So it's ironic and kind of weird and stupid that Comic Book Resources is praising the show for ignoring the source material. There's a more proactive sense of humor. Oh, praising the humor of this shitty show. Naturally. There's some clever character changes. It's making Shaggy a POC drug addict. Boy, that is a clever character change, isn't it, CBR.com? The cast of actors who are assembled. No. It's a unique reinvention of Scooby Doo. Oh, it's unique now. You were calling it garbage the other day. Which one is it? I'd never want to miss a chance to make fun of CBR.com because they're a garbage site. And this is why they're trash. Because of articles like this. One of the garbage top, I think actually CBR.com deserves to be up there when we talk about Polygon and Kotaku. I think CBR.com should be right there with it. But now let's get to this one. Kind of glanced over this article a little bit in a previous video, but I want to talk about it a little bit more. Because one of the criticisms of this show that a lot of people have had, this is why the criticism for this show is all over the place. Because this show has been criticized for the fact that they have teenagers put in sexual situations. Like the shower scene, for example. Where you have people that are in high school doing the kinds of things that they do in this show. But that's okay because, well, people that are more of the far left leaning type love that shit for some reason. Want more of it. In fact, they're calling for more of it in Velma. Velma doesn't give cartoon characters sexuality depth it needs, complains some shitty magazine. So they need more of this stuff. Like where Velma does a pole dancing scene for her father. Disgusting. Bullshit. But this is what they want. And people eat this shit up. The cult members do anyway. They love it. It's why they take their kids to drag shows. It's why they take them there. Because they love this shit. They love screwing up the next generation. The biggest gripes about the show seem to be not that it's addressing issues of diversity in the Mystery Inc. gang, but rather that the show is doing it in a flat, one-note manner. And when it comes to Velma's sexuality, something that's been a topic of discussion in Scooby Doo discourse for years, not really, just weirdos that want to see characters have sex with each other. Any attempt to address the matter needs death, he wrote for the tech and culture outlet. What is the name of this outlet? Do they even name it here? Wired. Wired. Of course, that's Vice Media spinoff, naturally. So we need to see more of that. We need to see more characters being degenerate in children's cartoons. Even though this isn't. This is children's cartoon made for adults. But they don't care. They still like to see these characters tainted. One are excited about it, actually. Just let Mindy Kaling have their whole catalog. Do whatever the hell you want with our characters. We don't care. Now, the real question I have is, does this get a season 2? Now, we've heard that it might. We probably won't know until the series finishes, but I'm going to laugh if this gets a season 2 for a lot of reasons, but namely because this is going to give me another 2 months worth of content when season 2 comes out because this was so bad. What the hell are they going to do to top how bad this is? And they're going to look at it that way. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.